Hey guys, it's me, Rob Carson. On this edition of my podcast, we're going to be talking about the word police, where words are banned and now even misspeaking or mispronouncing is an offense.
The Rob Carson Show. Are you ready to be podsmacked? Now, here's Rob Carson.
Welcome to the show, guys. We are doing slightly abridged versions of the show, really which is focusing on a single thought, single subject. Glad to have you here. We live in a glorious country where freedom of expression was originally protected by this thing called the First Amendment, which is a glorious thing. Unfortunately, it's under assault. I'm going to get into that in just 1 second because there is a latest offense. It was bad enough that if you said the N-word, okay, if you were a certain nationality or race, that was enough to end your career, regardless of the context, etc. There are the bar is constantly being moved with regard to words you can and cannot say, things that are offensive and not offensive. And this is a very dangerous place that we have arrived in. I'm going to get into a personal experience and also experience of a newscaster who actually mispronounced a word and lost his job. Mispronounced a word because somebody thought he said something, read what they thought were his intentions as a racist, and lost his job. His reaction as well. You won't believe the story. So that's coming up just a second. Check out tpublic.com if you would, please. We've got about 75 designs. You can put all of these designs on T-shirts, hoodies, on laptop cases, on mugs. Hillary in 20, never. We've got a new Elizabeth Warren design coming up that's you're going to love. You are going to love. All you got to do is just go to the website you see right there, teepublic.com/user/conservaties, or just, Google tpublic with 2 E's and conservaties. You'll see the stuff there. It's pretty cool, and I'd greatly appreciate it if you'd order something. I got a good buddy who's a graphic designer named Sam Cangelosi who put these designs together for me. So check it out. Will ya? Will ya? Let's talk about freedom of expression and words. There are words you can't say. We all know the big word you can't say unless you're a rapper. That's the N-word. We call it the N-word now. And it is historically an awful word. And it's an awful word. I'm not sure who initially uttered it, but it's a bad word, unless you're a rap star. And the African-American community has embraced this word, has turned it about, done an about face, embraced it, and consequently they use it, and I can understand why. We used to be called this as a slur, as a threat, and now we own it. But unfortunately, now it's being used as a weapon. It is a word that's able to be used liberally by some, and if someone even reads the word, could ruin their life. Last night, my son had a few of his friends over, and we were all talking about this. And I can't remember the rapper's name, but he invited one of his white fans up on the stage about 2 months ago. And one of the songs that he had, and it has the N-word, and a lot of white kids, they listen to the rap songs, and they repeat the words the rappers sing. They don't go, going out with my N-words, whatever. I'm not a rap guy, and I'm a middle-aged man, so whatever, get over it. But some people can say it, and some people cannot. And look at this. Here, you want to see the word? And watch this. Even by showing this word. Now, I had talked to my son a couple weeks ago. We were in a car. And I said, I'm just going to say that word out of context. I'm just going to say the word. This is the equivalent of saying the word encyclopedia. I'm not calling anyone this name. I'm just acknowledging that this is a word made up of 1, 2, 3, 4 consonants and 2 vowels. And I said the word. Oh, my God, you didn't say the word. Oh, you're a racist. Yeah, it wasn't that bad, but it was pretty bad. I couldn't believe that I said the word. This is hysterical. Here's the word. Look, I'm not even saying the whole word. I'm not even spelling it out. Look what I just did there. Nogger. It's like a jogger. Yeah, it's a nice jogger. By just even doing that, somebody will say, you're being a racist, but I can't say this word, and I think we all know what the word is, not nogger. It's not nugger. It's not whatever. It's All right? And I know I shouldn't say that word because it'll end my career, like I have much of a career. But even just showing that. Look, I'm going to show it. Offensive. Oh, my God, it's offensive. Why do they have it upside down? Oh, you're a racist. Stop. No. I can see through it. Yeah. Yeah, this is where we are. I don't use the word. I have never called a black person the word. Not a big fan of the word. Never been a big fan of the word. Always when I've heard somebody say the word, whether it, I was talking about the guy I met, this hillbilly from hell a few years ago, and he said the old cliche that there are some white N-words and there are black N-words. I said, no, you're wrong. They're not. It's when you call a black person that word is profoundly offensive. When you call a white person that, it's not the same. It's not the same. So knock it off. It's not the same. Oh, he did it again. Oh, he did it again. He's a racist. Ah! So, enough about that word. Let's talk about another word. Meteorologist. There's not meteorologist. That's not the word. Oh, my God, he said meteorologist. No. I want to talk about a guy who mispronounced. And listen, I'm a guy who has been speaking on the air for a very long time. I remember one time years ago. When was this? I effectively said the F word, but it was like a German, like, Fokker or something. And I accidentally said the word. I said F-U-C-K, but it was part of another word. And I went, fact, like that. And I corrected myself. Because I slipped. I didn't get on the air and say, F you. I didn't do that. I slipped. I went, gah. But it was enough to, scare the hell out of me. Because you're going to lose your FCC license for uttering a word. I know, stupid, right? Uttering a word, even out of context, is enough to lose your FCC license. Well, Jeremy Capel mispronounced the name of a Rochester park named for Dr. Martin Luther King. His network, WHEC, that's a TV station, said the term was disgusting and fired him. This is unbelievable. I want you to listen to, this is just the audio from what this guy said. You listen to this and tell me if this is racist. If I can get it to play. Here we go.
Overall, it was great. This is the way it looked out at Martin Luther King Jr. Park. Yeah.
What, Martin Luther, what? Hold on, listen.
Overall, it was great. This is the way it looked out at Martin Luther King Jr. Park. Yeah.
Did you hear it? Okay. The audio's not that great.
Overall, it was great. This is the way it looked out at Martin Luther King Jr. Park. Yeah.
Okay. Some people are saying that he said the word coon. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. And I'm not even using it in context. I'm just saying he used that word. And it's instead of king, he said coon. And we all know that is a derogatory slam and slur against black people. Now, you tell me if he got on the air and said, this is Martin Luther Bleak Park, or he just slipped.
It was great. This is the way it looked out at Martin Luther King Jr. Park. Yeah, it's great.
Can you believe he was fired for that? And if you are cool with him being fired for that, you're insane. You are insane. You have lost all perspective with regard to with reality. When you can say fact and accidentally sound like the F word. When you can say Mitch and accidentally say whatever, honestly, you are insane. Let's hear it again. This is not a racial slur. This is just a misspeak, a slip of the tongue. Literally a slip of the tongue.
Overall, it was great. This is the way it looked out at Martin Luther King Jr. Park. Yeah, it's great.
And I wonder who was offended by it. I really do. And here's what I've always said about people who are offended in broadcasting when people call the radio station. They're always people who are willing to step up and be offended for a certain group, even though they are not a part of the offended. I would venture to say that most who are offended by Native American mascots are middle-aged housewives in cul-de-sacs around America. Although I'm married to one, she's fantastic, by the way. By guilty liberals who are willing to call and say, I am offended by that. All the time I'd get stuff. I'd say, a complaint. I'd say, oh, are you that person? Are you whatever? Well, no, I'm not, but I know somebody. That's what happened here. The station got a complaint. He said that word. Who in the hell is listening so intently and so ready to be offended that they would call a TV station? And what sort of managerial malfeasance, incompetence would not only remove someone from their position, saying that this was some sort of a racial slur, but also shine the spotlight on someone and essentially, by removing them, call them a racist. This radio station or this TV station needs to have its ass suit into the ground. This man that he would have to go on, Jeremy Capel, would have to go on social media and apologize for this supposed slight, the supposed racial slur, and he has not an ounce of racism in his body. Listen to what this man has to do to defend his honor.
Hey everybody, Jeremy Capel with my wife Lisa here. We wanted to take the time to address what has happened over the last several days since my weathercast on Friday. Before we get to that, I do want to take the time to thank you. Thank all of our family, thank all of our friends for the enormous amount of support that you had.
By the way, pardon the little lag here. For some reason, my computer is using a good deal of CPU. So pay attention to the words spoken, even though they don't quite match the lips moving.
Given us since the very, very beginning. I want to take the time to thank our neighbors. We just had one of our neighbors over here just a few minutes ago with nothing but love and support, hugs and tears, and we couldn't be doing this without you guys. Thank you to our church for reaching out and for offering. We know what will be continued.
You know what he is? He's a white supremacist.
Support throughout this ordeal. Yeah. That means a ton.
Probably likes it when it snows. You know why? It snows white.
We need your thoughts, your prayers, and your love at this time. And I also want to thank everybody on social media. Even those that don't know us, the outpouring has been just unbelievable. And it's been... This
is absurd that he would have to do this. He slipped with a 50th of a second, and he didn't use a racial slur. He literally just said a word incorrectly. It wasn't a metaphor for him in his life. It wasn't some sort of an ink blot test for his soul. It was just he mispronounced a word.
Oh, it's been so heartwarming, and we needed it. It's been such a tumultuous couple of days for us. We've had hardly any sleep at all, and it's just been very, very hard on
because of this. Beep. Because of this. Beep. That amount of time, that misstep, this has ruined his life.
In my family. So thank you. What happened on Friday, to me, it's a simple misunderstanding. If you watch me...
Not a misunderstanding. It's a persecution. It's not a misunderstanding. It's a witch hunt. It's not a misunderstanding. It's verbal police who have essentially profiled this man because of the color of his skin. That's it.
Regularly, you know that I tend to contain a lot of information in my weathercast, which forces me to speak fast. And unfortunately, I spoke a little too fast when I was referencing Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. So fast to the point where
King Jr.
I jumbled a couple
Did you get it?
of words. Now, in my mind, I knew I had mispronounced, but there was no malice. There was nothing that I could have... I had no idea the way it came across to many people.
No, it wasn't that.
As soon as I had started mispronouncing it, I put an emphasis on King and moved on. Had no idea what
King Jr. Because you're not going to get this. King. Get it?
some people could have interpreted that as, and I know some people did interpret
He's
that.
got to go ahead and apologize, even though he doesn't need to.
The wrong way. That was not a word that I said. I promise you that. And if you did feel that it hurts you in any way,
You are a sad, sad individual.
Sincerely apologize. I would never want to tarnish the reputation of such a great man as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
And if you were going to tarnish that man, you do it in a much more grand fashion as a racist. This man just get it?
One of the greatest civic leaders
King Jr.
of all time. He changed the world forever, and he changed the world for better. I would never do that. Okay, with that being said, I've been fortunate enough to pursue this career in meteorology. I think I need to say that I'm just, for almost 20 years, I've had the fortune of pursuing my love of this science. And I want to thank this woman and this family for helping me do that. Yeah. And it was a little over a year ago that we
don't need all this. What have we become? What have we become in this country? Not we, you and me. But what have some people become when you can't say a word or you can't... Shut up! No, don't even do it. Just don't. Meow. There, don't even think it. Don't even think it. What are we becoming? That you can't say a word. I mean, you call this person this word that just flew by. Stop it. Stop. This is what has become, and what we have to do is defend people like this gentleman. We have to defend them, and we have to call out those. I would like to call out those who made the complaint. I want to call out those who make the complaint. I want to sue the asses off of the television station. If you are willing to light the match at the base of the pyre, you're going to burn this man's career and his life. You should be named. You should be named. That's what this is. This is a witch hunt. This is a man strapped to a stake and burned. And every person who lit a match is the person who said that he was profoundly offensive, and he was a racist, and in his heart is he racist because he said Martin Luther King Jr. Yeah, okay. You get it. Thanks for watching. Share this on social media because you're not going to get this perspective from anybody else. In a funny way, but I think I made my point. Okay? Make your point with a funny t-shirt or onesie or, maybe even a laptop case or a phone case with Hillary in 20. Never. We've got a new Elizabeth Warren one coming out that's going to kick your butt. Socialism sucks. And it does. And it does. All right? Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, dimwit, offering free SHIT. Okay? We don't put the whole word there because you can use your imagination, like that word I was going to flash early. Stop. Don't flash it. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. God bless you. And you know what? God bless freedom of expression. See you soon.
Thanks for listening to The Rob Carson Show. Friend him on Facebook at Carson Show, on Twitter at Rob Carson, and on Instagram, I think Facebook and Twitter are enough for now.